Good morning. I have a brief announcement to make. As you know, my palace guard has recently crushed a rebellion in my kingdom, and all 10 rebels who were not killed outright were given a fair trial, and were convicted of treason, and were condemned to death. This morning 8 of 10 of those rebels were put to death as prescribed by law.
Your Majesty, you said only 8 of the 10 were put to death?
Yes.
What happened to the other 2?
I'm about to set them free.
Your Majesty, why aren't the 2 remaining rebels being executed with the other prisoners?
I have decided to spare their lives.
But they're going to be executed someday, aren't they?
No. They're not.
That doesn't seem fair.
That's because you don't understand the gift of mercy.
Can you explain the gift of mercy, Your Majesty?
If you gave a contribution to 2 charities, how would you feel if a third charity came along and sued you because you didn't give them a gift too?
That wouldn't be fair. If it's my money, I can give it to whoever I want.
That's right, because the concept of fairness does not apply to the giving of a gift. As king and sovereign over this kingdom, I have the power to give life as a gift to whomever I want. But I'm not obligated to give the gift to anyone.
So, you're just setting these 2 rebels free?
Yes.
Are there conditions for their release?
If there were conditions, it wouldn't be a gift. It would be an obligation. I have no obligation to these rebels.
Surely, you're not releasing the rebels unconditionally.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
But why?
Because I thought that these particular rebels could be useful to me.
How can rebels be useful?
I have some work to do that I don't want to do myself. I saved these rebels so that they could do my work for me.
But if the work is not a condition of their release, how can you be sure they won't just skip town?
Along with a gift usually comes gratitude. I'm counting on their gratitude to motivate them to do the work.
Why not save all of the rebels and put them to work?
It's a matter of justice. If my subjects saw that I spared the lives of all the rebels, they would conclude that there is no penalty for rebellion. Extending mercy to some looks like mercy. Extending mercy to all looks like a lack of justice.
But what about the other rebels? The ones you put to death? Weren't they just as capable as these?
I didn't extend my mercy to these 2 rebels because of their intelligence or for their capability. I chose them for their loyalty, for their perseverance, and because they are team players. People I know will want to do my work and who will work with me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to put my converted rebels to work.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Based on a play by Bob Snook. Conditions for use: do not sell any part of this script, even if you rewrite it. Pay no royalties, even if you make money from performances.
You may reproduce and distribute this script freely, but all copies must contain this copyright statement.